All right, hello everybody, and welcome into the SFA Season 13. What is this, Week 8 watch party? Second half of the season kicking off, and we got a fun one between two Patreon coaches coming at you, North Texas and UTSA. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is one of the Patreon bonuses. So if you want to join, links are in the descriptions. We also, if you're living under a rock, we are now affiliated with Home Field, the premium collegiate apparel brand. If you want 15% off, go check out their website, homefieldapparel.com, or their Instagram, homefieldapparel. But yeah, let's get it going here. We saw North Texas on BearCave last week. They had that crazy game where they lost to SMU, so they really need to bounce back here on the road against a kind of a feisty UTSA team. But we got Tony Martin, the quarterback. Justin may or may not play. Who knows? They're about the same overall. Running back Taquan Twiggs, the SFA player. Clint Brown as well. And at wide receiver, Trey Durbin is a senior, and Ryan Parrish is the transfer portal get from Cincinnati. We'll see if he makes an impact. Austin Smith, Mike Miller, and J.J. Robinson had that big catch on stream. Shannon American, the transfer from San Diego State. The offensive line definitely could use some work. Low to mid or low 70s, high 60s, all over the place. Definitely one of the weaker spots of the team. And on the other side, though, you got Roy Woods, actually Ryan Johnson here. And then the transfer from Georgia Southern, Kyle Brookins, in his senior year. So we'll get to see him live today, wreak havoc. In the middle, you've got Javon Ohio, the SFA player, the freshman. At linebacker, Blake Bobo, Jermaine Hodges, and the SFA player, Shea Dickerson. And not very deep here at corner, and not very good. Only one really quality corner here. And then on the backfield, you got Enzo Woods, the transfer from BYU. We've seen him fly over all around the field making plays. And Lawrence is hurt, so might be Jones or it might be the backup free safety. Somebody's going to be back here, and they're probably not that great. And then at kicker today, it's Danny Jackson, the redshirt freshman. And he has yet to kick a field goal. Is 70 power, 56 accuracy. He might be having his punter, Austin Cohen, do it. 93. Yeah, that's probably right. Let's see his kicking stats. Yeah, he's been kicking for him. So definitely a pretty quality kicker there. And let's go check out UTSA and Coach JT's team. This team was really bad a year ago, and now they have 2 wins. So Ken Brown, the transfer from Stanford, has been working out here. 81 overall. He's having a decent season. 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Definitely would like to raise those TD numbers a little bit here today. Tim Tyson, the true freshman, will be the running back. 66 overall. And at wide receiver, you got Justin Sutton and Danny Harris, some pretty speedy wide receivers. So they actually might have an advantage against this weak corner class of North Texas. At tight end, you got Travis Sims. And their offensive line is right about the same as North Texas's, only a little bit worse, mostly in the high 60s. And on the defensive side, Junior James on one side, and looks like Joseph Jackson on the other. And in the middle, Cole Jones and Jorge Slaughter. As you can see, most of this team is in the high 60s. But Joel Ward, the transfer from Iowa State, big impact player here on the defensive end. Middle linebacker, Matt Anderson. And on the right side, Casey Romeo, the 74 overall. So, and corner is actually one of a strong suit. So actually their defense isn't looking too terrible. Derek Anderson in the back, and on the other side it looks like Will Alston, potentially a 60 overall. Their kicker as well, 8 for 12 so far this year. He's 69 at both power and accuracy. So we're in for a good one. Obviously, you got to think that North Texas is probably the favorite here, but let's get on into it. And we're going to the Alamo Dome, one of my favorite venues. So we're going to go to... All right. Let's get it started here. Yeah, big difference, 77 versus 65, but we'll see if the Roadrunners can do something crazy. Let's have them in their grays. First time we've seen UTSA ever do anything. Definitely like that mean green. Ooh, no, we got to do this one. All right, we're going to go the gray and the white. Here we go, North Texas and UTSA. This is huge for North Texas. They got to bounce back after a rough loss, last-second loss to SMU. If they want to keep pace and potentially win this division, these, I don't want to say easy, but these games are critical. All right, UTSA, North Texas. Oh, baby. Remember, folks, game day this week is on Wednesday. It's going to be Buffalo and Army. And a lot of people go straight from game day to this VOD. So you guys are seeing, you guys just saw that result. All right, here we go. Very excited to see Ken Brown in UTSA's offense. For those of you guys who do not know, Coach JT, he did a unique strategy. His first season was season 12, and he redshirted everybody he possibly could. So he only, I think, won one game, and now he already has doubled it. So see if he can get a third. So we're going to see
I prefer he does not triple it.
So here comes UTSA and welcoming Coach D-Sleep. We can get a tiny interview. How you feel after that SMU game?
Oh, that one was rough. I was kind of doing the math, looking at things, and those 2 points could be the difference between. I mean, I have to basically win out conference-wise, and SMU has to drop at least 3 games in conference for me to have a chance at the division. Otherwise, I'm completely cooked on that end. So
Oof.
disappointing as far as division race goes. But we're still 4-2. We are looking. I'm confident that we can get a couple more wins this season to get to our first bowl game with me as a coach, and keeping looking on the bright side on that side of things.
Yes, sir. And that was a nice little completion there. I don't know, man. You got some impact players. You've got an SFA player now at every line of the defense, and bring them down there.
Absolutely. My big concern and the reason that I'm so division focused is that I made a promise last season to Javon Ohio, the defensive tackle, that we'd win the division in the first 2 seasons. So we
Oof.
can't get it this year. We have to get it next year, or else he's going to be somewhere else after that. And I'd rather not have that happen.
Yeah, no, definitely not. All right, well, an early third down here for North Texas to get off the field. Got to look at Kyle Brook in there right in the middle. Big impact player. It's a screen pass fumble. Oh, they didn't call it a fumble.
Oh, come on. Oh, I thought that, he would have been wide open, easy touchdown, if only.
Well, they get off the field at least. So get to see Tony Martin, Taquan Twiggs. Might get a return here. And we could see the Parrish guy, the transfer from Cincinnati. So here we go. Shannon American as well, the tight end. Quick option, first play. And it works. There goes Taquan Twiggs down the sideline, and he's gone. First play, touchdown. Big start for North Texas. 80 yards. Whew.
Beautiful, beautiful. No notes. Let's just keep doing that, and we'll have a good day.
Not a great start there for Coach JT on defense. Oh, man. Fake news, fake news. All right, here we go. UTSA. How are they going to respond, man? One play, one touchdown, offense right back out there. Taquan Twiggs, man, turning on the afterburners there. Oof. All right.
We've been waiting these last couple seasons. I feel like we finally have a good, even though that was an outside play, I'm starting to feel good about our offensive line this year. And Twigs is kind of a player that needs to have some strength at the middle because he's going to be speedy, but he's not going to power through a whole lot of players. So being able to get outside, get around everybody I'm glad to see him playing to his strengths.
Yeah, despite his size, he definitely is named Twigs for a reason. He does not spend a lot of time on the quads as Tim Tyson
No,
gets through.
he skips leg day, which we've tried to address with him. But hey, as long as he's still producing, we're not gonna punish him too hard for it.
Oh yeah, man, it's true sprinter right there. All right, 2nd and 7, Ken Brown. Sorry, he had a couple good throws. He takes off here. Brookins tracks him down. Another 3rd down. Already 0 for 1. And a little full house formation, and that's not going to work. They stuff him there. Aaron Spurlock can't do it. I think that was Enzo Woods on the tackle. There we go. 4th down again. And I like a fake punt right here. And they're not going to do it. We saw a fake punt on game day last week with Texas A&M. Very, very rare occurrence. All right, so 1 play, 80 yards on the last drive. Can they replicate it here? 78 yards this time. 1st and 10. They're going to throw it now. That's a mid-screen. Get it to Austin Smith. Tony Martin looked really good from how we saw. Is he the one who regressed in the offseason?
He is. He's no. He went down 2 or 3 overall, and I didn't go for any other quarterbacks in the portal because I was confident that after a redshirt year we could give him a couple of seasons to really lead us. But definitely making life a little bit more difficult for all of us with that step back.
Well, Trey Durbin tried to make something happen, but a 3 and out this time for North Texas. It's all right. We'll have to see. They have a good punter, so we'll see if they can reverse the field position. Oh, man, that was a big-time punt. Oh, but we get a return here, and he goes down for Werda. We don't spend a lot of time here in the Conference USA with the mid to lower tier teams, but I love a good trip to the Alamo Dome. I think this is the first time in SFA history, in the NCAA era, we've actually seen UTSA on a stream, like gameplay-wise. Ken Brown goes for nothing. Saw him once on BC earlier this year, but they lost by like 40 to Texas, so we never got into the game. 2nd and 14, the Stanford transfer. Ken Brown, he keeps it this time. Not really known for his legs. All right, can they finally get a 3rd down conversion? They stalled out twice in this area of the field. And over the middle, and he threw it behind his man, which actually may have helped him, as I don't know why North Texas dropped Kyle Brookins in the coverage there, but did not work out. All right, back to the full house here. And a little play action and a big time throw. Wide open man. Missed tackle. Danny Harris for 23. All right, UTSA starting to cook something here. Just completely losing his defender there on the dig route. Threatening the red zone here. Ken Brown. Two running backs. It's interesting how many running backs they're using, despite their highest ranked running backs like a 68. Like, here goes Tyson up the middle. 14 yards. You don't need to be a good running back to hit that big of a hole. Now we're inside the 10. UTSA looking to tie things up. Brown, it's going to be a screen pass. Gets it off to Tyson, and he's brought down from behind. A loss of 6. Love these old helmets here from the Mean Green. Backed up now to the 13-yard line. Ken Brown once again coming out in pistol with 2 backs and a tight end. Nice pass. Oh, man, a big hit. Good pass protection. Harris gets the catch, but he gets smoked there. I believe that's Enzo Woods, the transfer from BYU. And somebody's still on the ground. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's an injury. We'll have to check on that later, but 3rd and goal. Ken Brown in shotgun here, 4 receivers, and a quick throw, and he missed his man. I think he thought that Tyson would keep going. So the field goal unit comes out, a big-time stop for the Mean Green. And this is going to be about a 27-yarder here. Should be relatively straightforward. The kick is up, and it's good. So UTSA breaks the shutout. Already more points than App State on their game day. All right, North Texas on the return. Oh, they have some room, and he gets tripped up in a big hit. Austin Smith, he had a chance to break that one open. So they have ran 4 offensive plays. One was a touchdown for 80 yards, and the other was a 3-and-out. So how will this drive go? Nice little handoff up to Twiggs. He breaks one, and he's still on his feet, and he gets only about 1. Group tackle there. He just slashed his average straight in half. Split back set here. Shannon American hand in the ground. And shovel option, and he hurdles. Maybe D-Sleep pressed the wrong button there. Instead of the pitch button, he pressed the hurdle button. Never seen that happen. 3rd and 12. Martin, he has some time. Over the middle is caught, but short. Shannon American can't break it. And that's another 3-and-out. All right, so outside the big play, UTSA's kind of been the better team so far. And a big hit there in the middle. As this first quarter winds down, UTSA has been dominating the time of possession. Can they finally take the lead? Ken Brown, that left side's so open. A delayed handoff. He stiffies a man in the backfield. Only gets about 1, though. Shea Dickerson on the tackle, the SFA player. Second and 9. Man in motion. Brown, it's going to be a counter this time. He finds the outside, and he gets a first down. Tim Tyson's running really well today. It's his 6th rush for 37 yards. Once again, they're up by midfield where they've had some struggles. They're really liking having a bunch of guys in the backfield, and it's working pretty well so far. It's kind of like the same concept of a military school. When you have a bunch of lower rated players, a bunch of misdirection, you got to get creative in the backfield. But after 1, North Texas has a 7-3 lead here. Here in the Alamo Dome. Come back. More guys in the backfield here. It's going to be like triple option. Nobody checks Ken Brown, and he flips it back. Oh, no. but Spurlock gets on it after it hit him in the helmet. Almost a disastrous play. Ken Brown didn't think that this guy got tackled. 3rd long, they come out empty after avoiding disaster. They bring a blitz, picked up, open man, and he pushes forward for another first down. Justin Sutton now. Man, look at beefy number 68. Oof. All right, 7 for 9 here for Ken Brown. That's crazy. North Texas has yet to have a first down today. Quick option here, and that goes nowhere. Shea Dickerson. His 2nd TFL in the day and already 5th tackle. One of the leaders of this defense. His first ever SFA player, I believe. 2nd and 14 now, getting backed up here. We've yet to really see an impact play from Kyle Brookins as another counter play, and he cuts upfield. Tim Tyson. 3rd and 7, 3rd and medium. Probably out of field goal range. Split back set. Only 3 down linemen, but they still bring a blitz. They pick it up and floats it. Oh, what a beautiful throw, but it's dropped. Oh, Ken Brown can only do so much. And they're going for it here. So after the drop from the receiver, trips right, 1 tight end on the left-hand side. What is the call? Only a 3-man rush. Dumps it off, and he's brought down. The Mean Green take over. So a huge missed opportunity here from UTSA. The dropped pass, and a lot of the times that's the difference between being 4-2 and 2-4. All right, so the Mean Green take over now at their own 35. Can they get a first down? 3 and out since that one big play. Tony Martin, he has time. He just dumps that off. Mike Miller gets about 5. He is 4 for 4, but has not really attacked anywhere past the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 5 here. He's going to keep it, and that's going to be a first down. He breaks a tackle. Oh my, that might be the weirdest mascot I've ever seen. I didn't know that's what the North Texas mascot looked like. Yikes. All right, 1st and 10 here. A counter play to Taquan Twiggs. He runs over 1 and gets about 6.
His name is Scrappy the Eagle, and his attitude and his look are both scrappy to say the least.
Scrappy the Eagle.
Yep.
All right, the more you know. It's got like 5 linebackers here. And it's play action fake, free rusher. Oh my, that was almost intercepted. Casey Romero getting a hand on that one. The star sophomore linebacker. 3rd and 4 now. North Texas has flirted with disaster a couple of times. 3rd and 4. Floating that out there. That's going to be a first down and a big hit. That's the transfer. Ryan Parrish coming in from Cincinnati. He was the odd man out in that wide receiver room. But now it's one of the big-time targets at North Texas. Man in motion now. It's going to be a handoff this time. And can he find the edge? No. Mike Miller unable to get out there. And that's Romero again. UTSA, really the only strong part of their defense is their linebacker core. They're showing up here today. 2nd and 12. Martin over the middle finds his man. Trey Durbin, the top receiving target. 3rd and 4 now. Probably the edge of field goal range. Shannon American there. Hand on the ground. Martin, he has time. And dumps that off short of the line to gain. Austin Smith reels it in, but you got to wonder why they are throwing it so short. 7 passes, only 31 yards, but field goal unit comes out. It's a 45-yarder from the center hash, and it is good. This is fake news, whatever the outcome was. All right. So they re-extend the lead to a full score. But if you're UTSA and Coach JT, you got to be happy with the way you've responded after giving up the early touchdown. A lot of times you give up an 80-yarder early in the game and you're like, yep, see ya next week. But they're still fighting. Quick option here, and Ken Brown just eats the loss. Second down now here for the Roadrunners. Split back set. And more triple option. They try to bring him down the backfield, but Tim Tyson running with some power today. Breaks 2 on that one, turning a loss into a gain of 6. We're back to a third and manageable. They're 2 for 6 on the day on third down. And it's going to be a screen pass. He gets it off, and Tim Tyson has a lot of room. And he gets the first down. Have yourself a day, Tim Tyson. Looked like Ken Brown was dead to rights there, but he somehow got that off. 2 guys in the backfield along with the QB. Another blitz brought. They pick this one up, and he's yamming it cross body across the field, and he connects with Travis Sims. Man, I don't know, man. You're a Stanford man. You know better than that to throw cross body across the field, but he put that one on a rope. Nobody in the area. And that is a big-time first down. UTSA back in business. The second quarter is starting to come to an end. They hand this one off. Tyson, can he get a block? He breaks a tackle and gets about 4. Despite being a low overall, I am very impressed with the way Tim Tyson has been playing. Tyson, once again, another first down on the ground. North Texas is going to have to go into to the locker room and try to figure out a way to stop this running game. Split backs now. Ken Brown over the middle, and it's dropped again. The second drop here of the quarter. 2nd and 10 now. They're going 3 receivers. And Ken Brown, he has time over the middle, and another drop back to back. And Ken Brown can't believe it. He's putting these balls in the perfect spots, but his receivers, man. 3rd and 10 now. Mid-screen. This one's brought in, but it's way too short. 4th down. So you're going to bring out the field goal unit, or they are going to go for it here. So 4th and 9. Split backs yet again, and it's going to be another screen pass brought in by Tyson. He's going to have to make a move. He runs over a man, and they give him the first down. A huge conversion here for Tim Tyson. None of the receivers are helping him out whatsoever, so he goes to Old Faithful, the running back, and he gets the job done. Hand this one off. I believe that's Spurlock. He has some room, and he gets inside the 5. UTSA now starting to find a rhythm, finding some run, finding these holes. And they have 12 first downs compared to North Texas's 3. As they're on the 4, can they punch this one in? They were inside the 5 earlier, and they had to settle for a field goal. First down. Hands it off. No! He keeps it! Touchdown, UTSA! They tie up the ball game. Ken Brown keeps it himself. What a drive. You gotta love that drive, man. That was like 10 to 12 plays. You had 2 drops, a 4th down. Oh, baby, UTSA. You love to see it. That's the kind of football you love to see. All right. So 2 minutes left. How is North Texas going to respond? Outside the one play, I feel like UTSA has outplayed them. Oh, we get a return here. There he goes, Austin Smith, and he's brought down. He breaks the tackle. Can he go? No! Trey Durbin, 79 yards. The big play has been saving North Texas here in the first half. This game is nutty right now. So North Texas starts this drive at the red zone. And it's going to be a keeper to Tony Martin. He only gets about one. 10-10 here in the Alamo Dome. A delayed give, and Taquan Twiggs can't find the hole. He goes down in the backfield. Justin Ferwernda. Third and 12 now here for the Mean Green. Can they capitalize on the kick return? Tony Martin, he has plenty of time, and he floats it out there, and it's caught. First down, Trey Durbin. A minute 18 now, 3 timeouts. Plenty of time here. They hand it up the gut. Taquan, and he gets down to about the 5. First timeout coming out here from Coach JT. They want the ball back. I formation here. Goal line sets. A fullback dive, and it goes nowhere. Gerard Clement can't get anything. UTSA standing on their head. Can they get off the field? Shotgun formation, trips left. Tony Martin, he takes the snap. He has time, and it runs out. He's sacked. Down goes Tony Martin. And UTSA is going to get off the field. The spin move leads the tackle in the dust. No chance here for Tony Martin to make a play. And they're going to have to bring out the field goal unit. So if you're smart, you're going to run out this clock. So we'll see if they end up doing that, if they're going to give UTSA a lot of time. Looks like they are going to run it out. So this is going to be from right hash. It's about a 28-yarder here for North Texas. You got to feel like it's a win after an 80-yard kick return. To only settle for a field goal kind of sucks for North Texas. But here is the kick. And it's good. So North Texas takes a 13-10 lead here in the Alamo Dome as the second quarter comes to an end. So 26 seconds, no timeouts. We're going to see if Ken Brown and company tries anything here. Probably pretty doubtful, as they've not really had success throwing the ball today. It's been all on the ground, as there's Tyson. He just hands it off. And I think that is going to take us into halftime. So at the end of the first half, we've got North Texas leading UTSA 13-10 here in the Alamo Dome. You got to think UTSA, outside the big plays, has been the better team, but what a first half. Oh, baby. These long, methodical drives, I feel like UTSA is just dominating time of possession. Remember, guys, that right after this, I'm going to post the Patreon recruiting update. But look at that, almost doubling them up in time of possession here. They're similar in yards, but, you know. Actually, no, UTSA is very much outgaining them. 200 yards compared to 130-ish. All right, we're back after halftime here. 18 minutes left, and North Texas is going to get the ball first. Are we going to see another big-time return? This time it's Austin Smith, and this time he goes down. So while they still have the lead, they gotta shore up a couple of things. Maybe get a nice drive going here for North Texas as they're crowding the line for UTSA. Shannon American is in motion. It's going to be a fake handoff here. Dumping it back off to Taekwon, and he has some room. He stiffies a man out of bounds. A little nice 6-yard gain there for Twiggs, his first reception on the day. Tony Martin, 9 of 10 start, but only 50 yards. Got to figure out a way to allow him to throw the ball down the field. 2nd and 4, man in motion. That is Parrish. They're following him. Looks to be man coverage. And a toss out left. A beautiful play call. And Twiggs breaks it. And that's going to be a first down. Just expert play calling for Coach D Sleep as you motion the man, see it's man coverage, and toss it out left. There's a catch there for Shannon American, the transfer from San Diego State a couple of years ago. Believe it or not, Shannon American originally went to Kansas, transferred then to SDSU, and now finds his way to North Texas. Tony Martin has all the time in the world, and that's tipped away. Joel Ward, the transfer from Iowa State. He has playoff experience on that Kiko Strong team, and as they're crowding the line here on 3rd and short. What is the call? They are going to hand it off to Twiggs. He finds some room. It's going to be another first down, and man, this feels like a rivalry game. Both these teams are just laying the wood every time they connect on a hit. 1st and 10 now. We are across the 45. Shannon American motions out to the slot. And Ryan Parrish makes the catch, but a little bit off target there from Tony Martin as he has to dive for it. 2nd and 8 now on the opposing 43. Trips left here. Single coverage for Parrish as they hand it off to Twiggs to the left, and another big time hit. Going to be 3rd and short yet again as Twiggs does go over 100 yards on the day. Third and 1 here. They are 3 of 7 on the day. This would put them at 50% with a conversion. Crowding the line yet again. It's going to be a counter play, and Twiggs another easy conversion and a lot more as he's hit again. This safety is taking no, big hits everywhere. 1st and 10 here for Tony Martin. Another handoff to Twiggs, and he's still on his feet, and another big hit, but Twiggs just pops right back up. The first long drive of the day here for North Texas. Can they finish it off? They're already at 9 plays. 2nd and 3 as they enter the red zone. Offset eye. Shannon American in motion. It's going to be a pass, deep drop. Floats that out to the running back. Taekwon Twiggs breaks a tackle, tries to cut inside, and he gets about 8. Down to the 10-yard line. They actually mark it back at the 11 as we're now in shotgun. Twiggs in the backfield. Parrish at the bottom. Quick option, and down goes Tony Martin. Could not get the pitch off in time. Edward Jackson on the tackle. Second and long now at the 15-yard line. They got to get to the 1 for a first down. 2 tight ends on the right-hand side. Power running up the gut, and Twiggs gets about 5. Impressed with Twiggs' power abilities today as another 3rd down, the 3rd one of this drive. This one's the longest, though. 3rd and 9. And fakes it. Martin, and he dumps that one off as he's hit. It's going to be well short of the line to gain, so a long drive ending in a field goal attempt. So they can't stretch it to 2-score lead. There's going to be another short field goal. This one about 26 yards, left hash, and the kick is up, and it's good. So 16-10 now. UTSA's got to be happy with that. That drive taking about half of the third quarter. UTSA on the return now. A nice little cut, and that's Justin Ferwerda. Gets about 30 yards. So here comes Ken Brown. The running game's been very crispy. If they can just catch the ball, they'd be doing much, much better. They reverse the play here, actually audible into a pistol. Ken Brown, he has some time. Ken Brown on the run now, and down he goes! There he is, the transfer from Georgia Southern, Kyle Brookins. Citrus Bowl winner. Plenty of accolades, team of the years. Big-time player there on the defensive line, finally making an impact. 2nd and 15 now. So they're just going to run some triple option. Down he goes again! And who else but Kyle Brookins? He's silent there in the first half, and now made 2 impact plays. 3rd and 15 incoming. 3rd and long now. As they just hand off the ball, and Tyson almost gets all the way back. He gets 13 up the gut. But it's going to be 4th down and a punt incoming here. North Texas, a big-time stop. Oh, and they almost get to him there. On the return now, Austin Smith. He gets about 6. So, yeah, big difference here between the first and the second half thus far. It's been all North Texas. And North Texas extend the lead to 2 scores. We got like 9 in the box now. And it's going to be a fullback dive on 1st down. And Gerard Clement gets about 4. Romero was in on the tackle. 2nd and 6 now. Once again, stacking the box on this ISO look. Shannon American yet again in motion. Power right side running. And a big-time block there. And a stiffy! Big gain there for Twiggs. 15 yards. What a block there from the tight end. Springing Twiggs for about 15. It feels like they are good just running out this clock with the power running. Taking their time. But here comes Tony Martin now dumping it off. Man open. He gets a couple of blocks, and that's another 1st down. Mike Miller. Offset eye. Power running, a toss out right, and Twiggs yet again finding the edge, turning the corner, breaking a tackle. 20 yards now for Twiggs. UTSA is having one heck of a time trying to get Twiggs down on these outside runs. North Texas is finding what works, as they have just come out of the halftime break and dominated. 1st and 10 now here for North Texas. Toss out left this time. They just do it the other side, and he breaks one. Still finds a way to get to the edge, but this time brought down. Casey Romero got out there. 1, 2, 3 guys miss before they finally bring him down. 2nd and 11 now, just outside the red zone. It's a 6-point lead currently for North Texas. Bring the linebacker blitz, just dumps it off to Twiggs, and that's another 1st down. UTSA unable to get a stop. Tony Martin now 15 of 17 passing. He's under center yet again. They're inside the 10. Outside handoff here for Twigs. Open hole down to the 2. They're going to throw it here next to the goal line. A wide open man. James Graham gets it. Touchdown, North Texas. And they are likely going for 2 now to extend this lead to 14. No, they're just taking the points. Very conservative take right there. And it goes through. So a 13-point lead here for North Texas as the third quarter is coming to an end. The Mean Green defense has been incredible here in the third quarter. They've only had 3 plays. North Texas just one-on-one on how to keep a lead. Ken Brown, can they muster some magic to get back into this game? Quick option. Ken Brown, he finds the outside, and he's going to get about 9. They're marking him inches shy. So a good start to this drive now, but they're going to have to start hurrying it up. Down 2 scores. You can't just do what they did in the first half and take a 15-play drive as they hand this one off. Tyson, he has some room. Nice push there from the offensive line as he gets 5. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. They're just stacking up in the middle of the line there. They hand it off to Tyson, who reverses his field, and he's caught in the backfield. Trevor Sowell gets a tackle for loss. Last play of the third quarter here. Ken Brown. Just a handoff to Tyson again. He explodes through the hole. Gets about 8. As we head to the fourth quarter here in Week 8 Watch Party, it's been all North Texas here in the second half as they extend the lead 23-10. Scrappy's loving it there on the sideline. With a win, North Texas would get to 5 on the season and be 1 win away from bowl eligibility. UTSA. Oh, and a big-time run here for Tyson. He explodes through the middle. 16-yard gain there on 2nd and short as he goes over 100 yards on the day. Shea Dickerson had to bring him down. UTSA saying it's not over yet. A win here would be a huge step towards getting a bowl game this year. So they're going to flip the play now. Tight end goes to the slot. And Tyson now, and he can't break the tackle. But he gets about 6. Tim Tyson, about what? He was a 68 overall. Very, very impressive game from him today. As we got 2nd and 4 now. Handoff here up the gut. He reverses field, and another first down here from Tim Tyson. It's clear Coach JT has lost faith in the pass game as these receivers have been struggling all day long to bring in the ball. So they've just been feeding Tim Tyson over and over, and now they're inside the 30 and once again running it, but this time Ken Brown gets stuffed in the backfield. Sowell again, his 4th TFL on the day. Safety's coming in now. Man in motion. Stacking the box here. And quick option. And Ken Brown can't get the pitch off. And who else but Sowell yet again. His 5th TFL of the game, is 3rd on the drive. And 3rd and 16 now. They have to get touchdowns. You got to get about half of this back now. They're stacking the left-hand side of the field. 3rd and 16. They do pick up the blitz. He's yamming it down the seam, and no! Incomplete. was one-on-one. They had a chance, and now they got to go for it. 4th and 16. Not sure how many plays you have in the playbook for this kind of a deficit, as he just dumps that one off, and it's another drop, but it didn't even matter. Turnover on downs. North Texas takes over. The out route was covered well. Dropped yet again. So North Texas now, they have the ball and a 2-score lead as Twigs takes a handoff up the middle. He's almost up to 200 yards rushing at this point, as we're at the point of the game where they can just run their 4-minute, 6-minute offense and run this clock out, get out of here with a win. UTSA starting to stack the line. They know they need to force a stop. North Texas, Tony Martin taking his time with the snap. Second and 5 here. They are actually going to throw it. And he's yamming that deep down the sideline. One-on-one, and it's intercepted. The quarterback takes it out of the sky, and North Texas breathes life into the Roadrunners. Juan Lewis breaks the school interception record. So they were trying to find Austin Smith down the sideline. And you got to wonder why they're taking such a chance here on, 6 minutes left, up 2 scores. I don't think there's much reason to be taking a 50-50 shot, as now UTSA, a big 9 play up the middle. Travis Sims for 23. North Texas kind of giving UTSA a lifeline here. 6 minutes left. They get a free drive. Can they convert? Sims in motion. And a quick throw out, and oh, that was almost picked. Marshall Hill saw the screen pass coming a mile away. That was dangerous. Just under 6 minutes left here. 2nd and 10 now. Ken Brown brought down in the backfield. Have yourself a career day, Trevor Sowell. 7 TFLs. Oof. 3rd and 15 now. UTSA in the second half has just been unable to get positive yardage, as it's going to be a screen pass here. They do get it out to the running back, who breaks a tackle but steps out of bounds. Another loss. And they're going to have to go for it yet again. No, they're deciding to actually punt it here. So 4th and 17. So the interception does not matter, as they are going to, in fact, punt it. Gearing up for a return now is North Texas. And he's still not down, and he hurdles. And obviously the play of the game was the first one for North Texas. That 80-yard run for Twigs, and he's been running like that all day long. They've been incapable of covering the outside edges. Averaging 11 a carry for Twigs today. Breakout game of sorts. And they're tossing it out wide yet again, and he finds the edge and goes down, and we've got a flag incoming. It's going to be a clipping call on North Texas. So they're now being backed up. 1st and 25 now. A massive penalty that pretty much kills any drive. Deasley giving the ref a piece of his mind. So 1st and 25 here. I think North Texas is fine just taking time off the clock. I don't think they really mind it being 1st and 25. As we get a handoff here, Taekwon Twigs breaks one and he goes down. Second and forever coming up. Second and 27 now. They're going to continue just to run clock. But now we got some Wildcat here. So it's second and 27. They're getting a bit tricky. Taekwon Twigs taking the snap. Tony Martin on the bottom of your screen now. It'll be interesting to see what the call is here. And they're going to run in motion. And Twigs, he's going to keep it up the gut. And he has a big roll! There goes Taekwon Twigs! Nobody checked him! And he is gone! Second and 27. Touchdown! Taekwon Twigs, 88 yards! His second long TD of the day. What a call!
And this is why we don't complain about him missing leg day.
Oh my. Insanity. 2 runs for 80 plus yards on the day, and we've never seen a Wildcat play work out like that. That was ridiculous. So now the lead's up to 20. So the game is pretty much over. What was a 3-point game at halftime, just North Texas just turned on the defense here in the second half. So garbage time here, and another sack upcoming. These linebackers are feasting as Blake Bobo gets a sack. Ken Brown just dumping this one off to Tyson, and it's about 10. Third and medium upcoming. It's a statement game here for North Texas after a tough loss last week. 3rd and 5 now for UTSA. And steps up in the pocket. And, oh, that's almost picked. Trevor Soule is having a crazy game today. He has about 6 TFLs. Almost had a pick there. 4th and 5 now for UTSA. And it's going to be another screen pass here for Tyson. And, oh, my God, he's murdered. There's Enzo Woods. What a hit on the sideline to end the drive. Oof. Targeting. D-Sleep's loving it. He has the headphones like in his head. 1st and 10 now. North Texas, they're just going to run the clock out, but question is, can they get Taekwon Twigs up to 300 yards rushing? I think he's at 270. Another handoff here for Twigs. He finds the room yet again on the outside, and that goes for 7. They enter the red zone for the 3rd time. Surprisingly, only have 1 touchdown. And Tony Martin keeps it here. This is the play he scored on against SMU, and he gets inside the 5 this week. 1st and goal now, trying to extend the lead even further. Put the exclamation point on this game. Martin, no, he's brought down in the backfield. Derek Anderson, the safeties, had a good game. But nobody's been able to figure out how to stop Taekwon Twigs, as they only have 3 down linemen, only 3 in the box. They're just begging them to score now, as we're going to run out the clock here. So we're approaching the 2-minute mark. Week 8 watch party. Remember, Week 8 game day will be on Wednesday. Normal time. Get a handoff here. Martin takes it. Touchdown, North Texas, as they extend the lead even further. 37-10. After a tough first half, man, this is a fantastic second half. I knew that North Texas had it in them, but sheesh.
And definitely don't want to take away anything from UTSA. They've been, especially in the first half, they were playing a great game. It just, what earlier this season I was able to do an interview with Coach JT of UTSA, and unfortunately, with as busy as I've been, I wasn't able to post it to Sleepers Peepers yet. But he was talking earlier this season about how the development of Ken Brown and their couple of linebackers uh, in um, in Casey Romero and Joel Ward, having Joel come in as the experienced veteran from Iowa State, bringing him in to be that influence on the defense. You could see in the first half that there are those spots where they are starting to shine and they're really starting to develop. But the other big issue that they had, which when we had that interview was after week 1, when they ended up blowing the game, or when they ended up, losing in the fourth quarter to Memphis. They just need to work to continue to finish the game. They have the start, they have the energy, they know what they're doing. It's just getting that experience to close out a game. And I think that you'll see that more and more as the season goes on. And I think that they're starting something really special here in the next couple seasons.
Well said, well said. Yeah, I like this UTSA team that's just, when you have a bunch of 60 overalls, like UTSA is where Wake Forest was, or is currently. Like, they were there. JT's done a little bit, but it takes a lot of time to crawl out of the gutter. Um, for what they're doing, I mean, all you got to do is keep increasing your win count. They've already doubled it, so they're
And
well
you
on their
already
way.
and you already see that, with Ken Brown, he has these moments here where you can see the skill in him, but those drops that the rest of the team had, it's basically you can see that he has the skill and he can take this team to the next level. It's just getting all those skill positions in that offensive line to catch up to where he is. Being a man out of Stanford, he's making the right reads, he's making the right throws a lot of the time. It's just getting the rest of the team to catch up to him, basically.
Oh yeah, for sure. As you're saying, he's a Stanford man. That might have been a illegal forward pass, but he got away with it there.
Hey, he
What?
he kept that 1 foot behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
Smart guy, knows where it is at all
there
times.
you go. All right, 25 seconds. Let's
It's
see another Taekwon
like
run.
four defenders slid off.
Yeah. Come on. No, don't kneel it. Boo. Want to see Taekwon get 300 rushing yards.
Easily, you suck.
Yeah,
Mario puts the
you're
ball.
right. You're right.
All right, well, there it is. And it triple zeros 37-10 here for North Texas. A big time statement win on the road and making up for that disappointing heartbreaker last week as he got 274 yards on the ground. That is actually exactly 300 total yards between receiving and rushing. So Taekwon Twiggs, an early favorite to be that national player of the week. 2 rushes of over 80 yards, 188, 180. Whew. Have yourself a day. He's going to need the ice bath after this one. All right, so we'll check the stats before we get out of here. I'm glad we could finally get these two teams on a game day style game. We have so many coaches now; it's so hard to showcase all of them. But
Hopefully, the first of many for both of us.
for sure, man, I love the Alamo Dome, and North Texas has insane jerseys, so always love the mean green. All right, let's see how it shook out. Obviously, the big plays. A lot more field goals than we're used to. Tony Martin, he never even broke 100 yards passing. I mean, he didn't need to.
Don't need to when you got that kind of rushing attack behind you.
Yeah. So, not a problem there. Taekwon Twiggs over 300. And on defense, you had 6 TFLs for Seoul. A couple of sacks here. Brookins and Bobo. No turnovers forced, though. Javon Ohio didn't do much. Didn't have to. Kicking, 3 of 3. That's all you need. And then at UTSA, we got Ken Brown, 17 of 28. I'll attribute about 5 of those to drops. Tyson was really impressive despite being a 66 overall, averaging over 6 a carry. I really liked watching him run the ball. But yeah, they just couldn't get those critical conversions. And then the second half, their defense just kind of fell apart. And they did get an interception, though, at the very end. Give themselves a chance, but...
In saying that already through 7 games, that cornerback has 6 interceptions on the season.
Yeah. So, there we go. All right, let me end the recording.